Hello and welcome back to the Cove. Well, as you can see, things are a little bit funny right now. So, as you can see, we're kind of going through a bit of a soft reboot. I recorded for a couple of hours, tried to get ahead a little bit, and realized that my recording software had not taken any video. So, this is a soft little reboot for the series, as some of the things that were covered in my last couple of episodes can't really be undone, and I think they're just a little bit too important. So either way, we'll go ahead and we'll quickly run along and finish this little tutorial. Now the good news is, since the game has been released, they did give a nice little, what did we call it? It was a golden machine gun. So that would be rather good for us. Actually, hang on a second. Alright, let's just hang on a second, see if I can get this done. Mouse over things, middle specific, yep, sure, that's fine. We can see a description. Let's just go with the damage increase, that'll be fine. And that will be all good. Alright, let's just quickly get this over and done with. But yes, there is going to be a nice little weapon for us to use that will help us with some of the meta progression. So as much as we have lost progress, and a fair bit of it, it also won't be the end of the world. We should be able to regain that fairly swiftly to where it is more appropriate to back where we were at. And that should be all that we need, and that will get us to where we need to go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop all of this off. We'll go ahead and we'll pick up a weapon. Let's just go with the jamming missile launcher. It's something a little bit different. And then, let's see, is that where things end? Move to the cave exit. Oh, that's right. Okay, we need to go ahead and fight off a wave, as the game's trying to teach us the fundamentals. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Keep an eye on the timer. We've got a couple of seconds. Now, we won't have any skills for these first couple of waves. We'll go ahead and deal with what's ahead. But I think that should be all that we need. Alright, let's go ahead and just deal with all of you. Alright, excellent. So now we can keep exploring. This is what was required. We'll kind of skip through the story a little bit quicker, just because we are aware of what we're doing. Although that was not quite the right choice right there. I was trying to pick up that extra block. But either way, we will see how it all goes. Alright, so we'll drop those off. Now I believe this is where we can finally start upgrading things. Yeah, that should be fine. Direct effect duration. I don't think we've ever actually picked the jamming missile launcher before. But that is what it is. We'll go ahead and have a bit of a quick run through. Now again, if you haven't seen the series up until now, I guess you're not going to lose out on too much. The only thing really being that here we are, we're mining. We don't really know where we are or who we are. We're just sort of, well, going with what we've got and trying to figure things out as the way things stand currently. But that is what it is. We'll go ahead and we will... you know what, I think we'll just leave that for now. I don't think we need to do too much in the survival aspects, since this is mainly the tutorial. So what we'll do is... I think this is more or less just to give us a bit of an idea of how things go. But either way, I think what we do here is... I don't think it actually makes a huge difference as to whether we make progress or not. Oh, and what did we fire off? Oh, we're firing off the, yeah. But either way, let's go ahead and we'll can things here. It is a tutorial. It does have an upper limit as to how much progress you can make there, so there's no real point in going for a complete run. So our mech has been quote-unquote destroyed. But either way, here is our benefactor. We've been out of contact for a little bit, but we're searching for an artifact. He's not particularly well, he doesn't love the fact that our mech is so badly beat up, so he will go ahead and make a bit of an investment to our yeah, well, into our equipment. After all, as he said, a dead mercenary is not exactly very useful. So either way, he wants us to go ahead and we'll purchase one of these. He's giving us some met progression. That'll be nice. Alright, let's go ahead and purchase one of our relic slots back again. And then was there anything else that he also wanted? The more you want to lock, the more automatic weapons you can equip. Yes, that is true. These are all of our main weapons. We tried out, in my testing we did get to the shotgun, but unfortunately that didn't go particularly well. And I guess we have to go ahead and dive back in with our fairly minimal stuff, because that's the way the tutorial goes. But either way, as of this point we can now go ahead and do a little bit of exploration, so that is what we should do. We'll go ahead and, well, we'll see how far we can accomplish things. This is mainly just to build up our progression. There's not much for, I don't think we have an official objective for now, but I'm sure we will get there at some point soon. I think after this run is when we will unlock our what do we call it? Our explosives. So hopefully we'll make quick work of things between now and then. But as you can see, it definitely is a whole heap slower than where we were in the last episode. Having needed to reset our progress has definitely slowed things down a little bit. But unfortunately, there's not much you can do with some things. So it is what it is. We'll go ahead and we'll pick up all of this, and you know what, let's just get that back to our mech. Wave 1 is already here. We don't have any skills. It's just going to be a very short fight here. Now we'll try and kite as best as we can. Wherever we can go will have to be whatever we've got. And I think we'll just move on to the next mine. We'll go ahead and we will boost up our drilling force. That will double our effectiveness, which is particularly good. Let's see, that's 3 blue blocks. That takes us through to 4. Let's just quickly double check some of the sides here. We need at least 5 for everything that we do. So we'll go ahead and we'll drag those up to the top. Let's go with a carry capacity. Yeah, I think... Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe we need a... Actually, yeah, we'll go for the carry capacity. I think that'll probably be one of our good things to pick up nice and early. Just means that we can carry a little bit more back to our mech. As much as I would love to get a new weapon upgrade, I think we can kite well enough at the beginning. It's going to be a little bit dangerous, but, you know, that's just the nature of things. So either way, let's go ahead and pick up that extra carry capacity. And now, yeah, we'll just see where everything goes from here. We'll try and mine out some of these bricks here just so we have some extra meta currency. And we will dive back on in. Alright, so where are the enemies coming from? Over here? Alright. Oh, that's right. I believe after this one is when we start getting access to skills. Yeah, okay, so it's not the be-all and end-all. We'll just see how it all goes. Hopefully we can not get caught out by them too much. Yeah, and we'll dive right back down. Oh, apparently we almost dropped one last time. That's a little odd, but it is what it is. Oh, and an artifact already. Very nice. Hopefully this will be a weapon. If not, it's not the be-all and end-all, but it certainly wouldn't hurt if it was one. Alright, let's bring those back. Again, we just really need to see what we can get access to. Alright, drill force upgrade, auto shotgun, or napalm launcher. Let's go with the shotgun for now. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. That'll give us a little bit of extra DPS, which is obviously incredibly useful for these early runs, because we are particularly squishy and we don't have much in the way of damage output. So that just is what it is. Alright, luckily for us it looks like we found a solid vein of blue resources. That's good. We'll take all of that. And then I think... Actually, can we even drag that back up? Not quite. What do we reckon? Could we make it back there in time? No, we're not going to have enough time. Alright. into the mech. Let's go ahead and pick up the... Oh, maybe we should bother. We should have picked that drill damage. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and let's increase our rate of fire and our damage. That should be fine. Let's see what we can do. We'll fight a little bit, but again, it should be fairly limited as to how long we will survive. Oh, already taking some decent damage. Yeah, it is not very good for the immediate return. Yeah, alright. Well, we still have a little bit of meta progression. That's good. At least 200 points isn't insignificant. We should be able to afford a few little things from all of this. But again, if we can just maximize that a little bit further, that won't be bad. One of the best things for us will be picking up that mining charge. That is going to make our life substantially better for earning progression. But either way, it is what it is. Alright, let's see. Anything else that we can afford? Come on, surely there's something still relatively close to the top. Yeah, it looks like this will have to do. Actually, can we mine our way back up? Maybe not. Alright, and then I guess we'll go ahead and make our way back through here. We'll try and take this back towards the right direction of things. Alright, and then I guess we'll just go ahead and break whatever bricks we can as we return to our craft. Yeah, again, that meta progression is particularly important for us. Alright, well, back in we go. We're up to wave 4, so that's not too bad considering. What do we do? Yeah, we'll get more shots per reload, I suppose. That's not the end of the world. I don't know how well we're going to do here. Yeah, let's, you know, we'll just call it there. Alright, we escaped. That's the main thing. We've got a couple of... Yeah, we've got a bit of currency, and our benefactor won't be too upset. We went out on a mission. How did it go? So far, we haven't found anything unusual, just killing a bunch of monsters that are trying to kill us. Alright, but he has information for us. Managed to detect something that looks like ancient structure from civilization. Strange energy waves are coming from it, and it would be good to find out what's there. Also, if you can, we need to find a vintage suitcase there. It should help us set the next set of coordinates. Alright, but either way, that is what we needed to do. That's roughly where we were from the last episode, so we'll go ahead and have a look. Yeah, we now have the skills. Let's go ahead and invest in this bomb. That is very, very handy for us. Oh, and he's even giving us some more currency as well, which is particularly nice. So let's go ahead and purchase that. Skills are activated. Yes, all right. And here we go. For the early access, if you saw our earlier videos, we now have access to a new weapon, the golden machine gun. And I was not going to originally use this, but considering we've now got to go back and redo some of our meta progression, we'll speed that up just a fraction, and we will pick that up to try and get us boosted back to the situation where we were at before we had to reset. Alright, so this also means that we now have access to mines, shield, and missile launchers. I think what we'll go for is... what do we want? There are some upgrades. I think we'll go for... Oh, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll purchase the... Let's go with the... We can only afford one. Let's go with the missile launcher. We can still kite our enemies, and we'll invest a little bit into our bomb power? Yeah. Oh... Yeah, I think... Actually, maybe the drill force would be more economical. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. And we'll go ahead and dive on in. We'll see what we can accomplish this time round. Hopefully we'll find something a little bit more. But again, at least we'll be able to make some fairly speedy progress, as we are now going to be able to invest much more heavily into our meta progression at the end of this run here. Alright, not exactly finding a whole heap of materials for us. Alright, that's 2. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and quickly dive our way back up over here. Again, we need 5 resources for us to be able to get the first drill upgrade. Yeah, okay, so we can get that now. That is at least something. We're definitely slowed down by not having the carry speed that we need. But that is what it is. You know what? Let's just go ahead and we'll mine that brick. May as well get a little bit of extra progress. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and take that drill force upgrade. Enemies are coming, so let's go ahead and fire off our missile. That'll be good enough for our wave indicator right now. We are earning progression now that we are mining through, now that we're shooting through those guys with our golden machine gun. That is very, very nice to have. And hopefully we can continue to improve on that. Alright, so what else have we got? We have a few more bricks. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should probably take these back. I think 5 is going to slow us down way too much. We also do have another mining charge, so we should go ahead and drop that off. Let's just drop this, I don't know, a little bit further in. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop that there. We'll give that a second. Alright, that bomb is not very powerful at all. That's actually quite underwhelming. We definitely need to get some more bonuses there. That strength is way too weak. You know what? Let's go ahead and I think we go with our carry capacity. That's going to be too important for us. We've already seen how much we slow down. So yeah, we'll break a couple more bricks and see how we go. Alright, well, enemies are upon us. Let's go ahead and fire off some missiles. That should make quick work of them. In fact, you know what? Maybe we should have gone for the shield straight away. Yeah, that way we could kill as many enemies with our golden machine guns as possible. And mitigate potential potential losses due to missile damage. Yeah. Alright, well, you know what? We've at least found another artifact. That should be very handy. And we'll go ahead and collect both of those. What do we get? Drill force. Yes, that is absolutely what we will take. We need to make fast progress, otherwise we are going to be doomed. Well, you know what? I think we're doomed anyway, but it is what it is. We'll see what we can find. Alright, so we'll go ahead and collect all of these. I think, yeah, that carry capacity is certainly paying off. We've only got 10 more seconds before our next detonation. I think one of the other things we'll go for is maybe increasing the range. Yeah, there we go. Give that a little bit more oomph. That should be nice. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just drop that there. Break that down. We'll collect all of these. There we have it. Alright. And then we just need to make our way up. We'll go ahead and clear these, as I don't think we'll have quite enough time. But that'll at least be appreciated. And then, you know, let's also go for the speed boost. We really need that. Yeah, oh, and it looks like, yeah, we're definitely out of time. Alright. Once again, let us deal with the enemies ahead. Oh, and you know what? Things are looking a little bit more dangerous. May have needed a weapon upgrade. Okay. Yeah, probably should have thought about that a little bit sooner. Although we are managing to chew through fairly swiftly. Alright. I think that'll be fine for now. We'll go ahead and we'll clear out this same mine. We have an idea where some of the extra bits and pieces are. We'll go ahead and mine a little bit further down. Maybe we'll even be able to boost, I don't know, something else down here. We've got 25 seconds before our next detonation. Yeah, I think that's not too bad though. That should be more than enough for a machine gun upgrade. Let's go with the rate of fire. And then I think we'll try and deal with that again. Yep, alright, come on. We'll let you go ahead and do your work there. Break down some of those bricks for us. Probably want a second weapon upgrade. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade our damage as well. That'll be crucial. Alright, 15 seconds. We'll just quickly clear out some of these broken bricks, since I don't think that'll slow us down by too much. Alright, and then let's go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, we're already going to be late to the party. Yeah, definitely should have gone for the shield, but you know what? We can at least afford that after this round, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Alright, missiles out. Let's go ahead and fire upon the enemies that we can. Yeah, and we are cooked. But you know what? That's okay. We're making pretty quick progress. 541 meta currency is not too shabby. We still need to find that suitcase, but that's not our main concern right now. We need to boost up our skills. So let's go ahead and let's boost up that bomb power by a little bit. We definitely know that that's an incredibly necessary thing. We can also go with the reload speed. Do we go for that? 5 seconds isn't bad. Either that or maybe the drill force wouldn't be too bad either. You know, let's go with the drill force for now. That should be good. But you know what? We'll go ahead and call that there. Yeah, unfortunately, we are in the position that we're in. But yeah, we're not going to... It shouldn't take us too long to catch back up. I think in an episode or two, we should be back to where we need to be, as this golden machine gun will give us a nice little boon to fix that up. But either way, it's a soft restart. At least we've got a little bit of extra knowledge and experience, so we'll just have to see where that takes us. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.